Good afternoon, GD Colon.
What up? Happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
I could rightfully call you GD Cologne, but we'll get into that later.
I actually prefer Cologne now. I can't lie.
It rolls off the tongue a lot better than Colon.
Yeah, it does. I gladly take Cologne. It's the best thing to happen to me.
And I saw, this was like months ago, and I know that Lessons in GD Culture made a video on it already, but I'm still going to ask you, based on how you remember it, how did the GD Cologne meme start?
Oh, it was when I was making that terrible GD Shorts video. I just went up to Wolsey and it was like, hey, can you send me a recording of you saying I love GD Cologne, kind of like the guy who said I love underlime slopper, and they'll stick it at the end of my terrible short. For the record, people have very infrequently called me Cologne in the past. I've used that name before, but it was pretty rare. So I just told Wolsey to send it, and then he did, and I put it in the video, and everyone thought it was the funniest shit ever.
That makes sense. The GD community, they'll eat stuff.
And I love
like
it.
That.
If I need a quick username for a video game, I'll use Cologne now.
Because I can imagine GD Colon is taken, but GD Cologne probably not.
It's not even about being taken. It just sounds better. Colon, you kind of need the GD in front of it, but Cologne, you don't.
What about your real name? Can we call you that? I don't even know what it is.
My real name is Craig. I don't mind if you call me that.
That's right, your name is Craig.
Especially in person.
Craig Cologne. What was that? What's that fix? Never mind. Well, I had a follow-up question about asking how you feel about the meme, but you kind of already answered that. You like it, but if you want to go into detail, you can.
I think the meme is great. It's just objectively a better name than Colon, because Colon isn't the best name. It's a little late to change it. And as much as I don't like it, I can't really think of anything else because I've been using it for 10 years. And yeah, it's just kind of like I'm so used to the name. I can't imagine changing it to anything else at this point.
I feel that.
So you know what? I'm happy to be Cologne. I'm not going to change my username to Cologne, but that can be the nickname, and it is.
Yeah, I get called stupid and idiot and dumb by Vix and everybody, and I'm fine with those nicknames. Kidding.
But that's not very nice of you, dumb.
Nah,
I think you shouldn't be so hard on yourself.
Nah, I don't get called these.
Oh yeah, which of those three do you want me to call you for the rest of the video? You have to choose.
What did I say? Dumb, stupid, and what else?
Ladies and gentlemen, can't even remember what he said.
No, I can't.
Mr. Dumb.
But
you are Mr. Dumb.
I'm Mr. Dumb now. Okay, guys. This is the Unfiltered Conversation with Mr. Dumb and Cologne. But you said that you've had the name GD Colon for 10 years now?
Probably longer.
Damn. Were you playing GD already when, at this point when you had the name Colon?
I think I was using Colon on my DS before GD, but it was only in the GD community on Google Plus that I switched from my old name to Colon. I think I was 1 week into the Geometry-Google Plus community, my first time interacting with other GD players. And I switched from my cringe old name, which I'm not even going to say, to Colon. And the name Colon just comes from my brother using Slash on his DS. So I took Colon.
That's a creative way to get inspiration.
So it actually comes from an old Big Nate strip where he's like, I need a punctuation name. This guy is Slash. And I think Francis is like, I've always thought of you as a Colon. Not many people know that, but dude, I consumed so much Big Nate. I probably got so much of my humor from that, and Peanut Butter Gamer.
What the hell, bro? That's
a good ass comic. I still check in on it every now and then.
I did not. I don't think you could have ever told me that I would have heard the name Big Nate in 2025.
Yeah, it kind of died out sadly, but it was pretty hype. especially when you had like friends at like school who also liked it. It was kind of like that against Wimpy Kid.
Yes,
Wimpy
dude.
Kid was more for the lore though.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not really following Wimpy Kid anymore. I don't know what they're up to now.
Probably just the same old.
Didn't Greg like become a big shot or something? Greg Heffley got the Shadow Crystal.
Yo, Manny Heffley made Menace.
Dude, Manny's the knight.
But
Manny Heffley is the roaring knight. Great interview. Great interview.
Yeah. No, we still got
exclusive.
We didn't even talk about GD that much yet, but we'll pan back into that. I think I asked pretty much everyone this question so far except Zoink.
I'll take the unlimited games.
How did you find out about Geometry Dash?
It's kind of hard to remember, but I know for a fact. First, it was PewDiePie's Impossible Game video. PewDiePie made this video where it's like, impossible game, but whenever I say a swear word, I give myself a shock. And I thought it was the funniest thing ever, so I installed the Impossible Game for myself. And I think what happened was there were a couple people who saw me playing the Impossible Game, just family members, and they're like, oh, that kind of looks like Geometry Dash. I'm like, what the heck is Geometry Dash? And then before some vacation, I saw it on the Play Store and I decided to download it. And then I got into it from there.
Yeah, the way I found it also came from Impossible Game.
Hell yeah.
It was a good idea on RobTop to basically recreate Impossible Game on his own accord.
I mean, he found plenty of stuff to expand on. He saw the potential of the Impossible Game and actually built on it. It's not like he just made the same game.
Yeah.
And also, the Impossible Games editor was terrible. I think the editor came after the release of Geometry Dash, actually. But the Impossible Game editor is really, really bad. It's hard to use. Meanwhile, RobTop comes in clutch and makes all of his levels in that editor.
Really?
Like, he uses his own editor for Geometry Dash, and that is very, very rare for games.
How much do you know of RobTop?
I mean, he's RobTop. He made Geometry Dash. He's basically my boss.
I don't know a dang thing about him, other than he's Swedish.
Yeah, he's Swedish. He owns horses. He lives in like a farm. He's super chill.
I wish he would go
and
back.
He has a massive gym. He's jacked as hell.
Oh yeah,
He spent most of his Geometry Dash earnings just on like a giant gym in his basement, and he lifts every day. So I could probably snap half the players in this community like a twig.
Probably like 95%.
Yeah.
They're all children.
Who would win? RobTop versus 200 kindergarteners.
Oh, RobTop all the way.
All he has to do is just like play skeletal shenanigans, and they'll all like, that's basically GD Cocomelon. No, I shouldn't say that. GD Cocomelon is like the Wabu contest levels. Skeletal shenanigans is fine. I think that's a cool level.
Yeah, I like skeletal shenanigans. But oh god, I should not be eating while interviewing you. I wanted to. So I imagine you probably have a video on this. But what is your least and most favorite update in Geometry Dash?
Update? That's interesting.
You can start with least favorite.
Least favorite update? I don't think there's any updates in Geometry Dash that were like detrimental to the game. Unless you count like minor patches or one of like the pre 1.9 updates that just added like 2 or 3 things. I think every update in Geometry Dash has been pretty good. I just wish they were a little more frequent and smaller. I think Rob is under the impression that every update needs to add a new level, a new game mode, when we just want to see anything and all get added, even if it's just new objects for the editor. So I don't think there is any bad updates in Geometry Dash. As long as there's new content, I'm happy.
What if What if we did a metric like based on how the community changed after the update?
I mean, 2.0 led to some pretty nasty levels, but that's because everyone was still learning. Ultimately, it ended up okay. But at the same time, I feel like there's very little good 2.0 levels. Every time I think I found a really good 2.0 level, it turns out it was made in 2.1. I think that's the point when the community got really good. But I don't want to discredit 2.0. I don't want to say, oh, every level in 2.0 is terrible, because we needed that period to get really good for 2.1.
Yeah.
Maybe the worst update is just like a broken patch for the game, like 2.20. I don't even know how he numbers them anymore.
Etc.
2.2074 was like a bug fix because 2.2073, the scrolling was broken in the vault, I guess.
Well, what the hell?
Favorite update, though, that's
yeah.
like... These are pretty generic answers, but like 1.9 or 2.2. 2.2, we had 7 years to prepare for it, and everyone was so nervous that like, oh, people are going to abuse the random trigger. People are going to abuse camera controls. People are going to abuse shaders. Immediately, everyone just knocked it out of the park. I think it's because the rate standards were high enough that people knew that they can't just make garbage. But all the camera trigger usage has been mostly amazing. Very little issues with shaders, at least less than I thought. And random trigger's been going pretty well. We even have a contest with that coming up.
Really?
And 1.9 is just... 1.9, there's just a lot of really cool levels. I like that era because there were still a lot of constraints in the editor. As of 2.2, you can basically just make whatever the hell you want. 1.9, you were still in very, very tight constraints, and it took a lot of work to get around them. So some creators like fangame were really, really good at working within those constraints and made some amazing stuff. That being said, I think people are a little overly nostalgic for the gameplay. If you look back at like old 1.9 levels or like just map pack era in general, I think most of the gameplay, it's less about song representation and more about just trolling the player and being annoying. Like there's so many spots where like, oh, this block is actually missing the hitbox and you're supposed to fall into that because if you go the normal way, it kills you. Or, oh, it splits into two paths and one of them kills you. There's a lot more like trolling going on, if that makes sense. Now it's just about complementing the song as well as you can. Which in some cases makes it more boring, but in other cases, it makes for a really fun level.
Yeah. And we'll stick to the... Sorry, I was trying to respond to my cousin as you were talking, so I was like half listening right there, but I get the gist, and I would say, I guess my answer is also kind of generic. 1.0 would be my favorite, just because like
that's not an update. That's the initial launch of the game.
yeah, update because the game because technically initial launches of the games are technically updates because they have beta updates. So technically. But
wow, my favorite era in history is when the universe was created. Yes, that's why we're here.
This is my favorite update of Earth is when the Big Bang happened.
I thought the Snowball Earth part was pretty cool.
But my least favorite probably had to be just probably when drama was the craziest, and I would say probably the later 2.1, like pre-COVID, like that time up until 2.2, that era of GD was good, but there's just so much drama.
Well, yeah, because it was the longest update by a long shot. It's not like 1.1 has the most drama, because the game was in update 1.1 for like less than a month.
Yeah.
2.2 was like almost 7 years. So of course things are going to happen in that time frame. We grew up. I was in middle school at the start of 2.1, and now I'm in college.
Yeah, I was
went through all of high school and like an entire presidential term.
Yeah, I was freaking 12. That's crazy to think about.
Yeah, we all grew up. and we learn to hate each other
And learn to love.
along the way. That's very true.
Speaking of loving and hating, and favorite, and the topic of favorite and least things, what is your favorite and least favorite fellow GD YouTuber?
Oh,
We'll start with favorite.
that's it. I can't pick a favorite. Favorite GD YouTuber. Okay, first of all, who's up there? Who are some good ones to pick from? Like Vortrox, sure. I think naturally I'd lean towards someone who does scripted videos kind of like me. So like Sputniks and similar to that. Moldy makes a lot of bangers. I really like Moldy. EVW is an OG. Gotta put him up there. Pewds is really, really underrated. He makes like very Scott the Woz-like videos. I really wish more people check them out.
Mm-hmm.
Favorite channel though? I'm trying to think. Are there any YouTubers that I go like, oh my god, they uploaded? I guess RobTop. When RobTop uploads a GD video, it's a pretty big spectacle.
That's true.
Yeah, I can list multiple favorites, but I can't pick one. I think it's a little rude too. Least favorite is just anyone who uploads Geometry Dash videos to benefit themselves rather than just because they actually like the game. I can name a couple. It's the people who just look at Geometry Dash and are like, whoa, this is a really good market, and it's way less saturated than Minecraft and Roblox. I'm going to go hire people to write me videos about Geometry Dash, and maybe hire someone to read off the script and hire someone to edit it for me. And they'll make a lot of money, because Geometry Dash is a really, really good market. Guys, subscribe to Secret Way. Ring the bell for more interviews. No, you guys are fine. I don't have much against Secret Way. Like, your videos are thoroughly researched. They're actually well done. There were so many chances for you to just do pure slop on this channel, and you don't, so I appreciate it. Especially now, I think it's in a much better state. But there are some channels, like, you can tell they don't play the game. They don't care about the game. On God, I think Wabu would crumble if he tried to make a video entirely on his own without paying anyone off.
Yeah. Like, does he...
Bro couldn't even make the editor hacks video, and he paid people for that one.
Yeah, does he even have any, like...
This guy on his
skills?
own couldn't do shit.
Like, he definitely doesn't know anything about GD.
Yeah, I genuinely think he is incapable of making a video on his own, and this is coming from someone who writes, edits, and records all their videos completely solo. He's the one person that I'm willing to say out loud. Others maybe not so much. Where's the love? Where's the love?
Yeah, I would call out the other GD Shorts YouTubers and Wabu.
Yeah, all the GD Shorts YouTubers are pretty bad. I guess I shouldn't place a target on Wabu because he's a long form channel, so I guess that's already a little better. Most of the issue comes from Shorts. I think they give a terrible impression of what GD actually is. But you know what? Let all those channels compete for who get the 9-year-old's attention. It's just one big battle for who can manipulate children the best, and I'd rather stay out of that.
Yeah.
Honorable mention, not exactly a channel that I hate, but Nexus confuses me a lot. Like, he'll upload a video with a weird title, and then he'll like update the thumbnail and description a week later to be less weird, or like, I don't know. There's a lot of very weird decisions that go into Nexus's channel, and I'm not sure what's going on. Like, is he trying to optimize something? Is he just doing it for the fun of it? Genuinely, I cannot tell. Nexus just kind of does his own thing. That doesn't make it a bad channel. I just think it's really funny.
Yeah, I don't... He's very mysterious.
Yeah, but ultimately I don't mind it just because I think he's finding good levels and sharing them with the community. I think his channel represents the entire community more than it represents him specifically. Could say the same about Viperin, and I respect that.
Yeah. Whatever happened to Viperin? Like, does he even like still contribute to the
Viperin is still very much around. He's essentially the community manager of Geometry Dash. He works very closely with RobTop. He arranges contests and event levels and gauntlets. He's he's very much RobTop's second in command. He does a lot of work behind the scenes.
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
And I think people are very quick to criticize him, even though he does a lot for the game. He's a very, very good guy. He cares about the game more than you could ever imagine.
I figured. I mean, I know he's still active, but I don't know. I guess I just suck at searching like around on the internet because I don't know. I could not find like anything about him online at all, like any socials where he's
On his
super
YouTube
active.
channel, he's kind of similar to Nexus. He uploads showcases and good quality. Usually
Yeah.
the creators request it. He's a good guy. I like him. There was some drama surrounding him a while ago, but it was like really, really stupid.
Yeah, we'll get him on here and ask him about that. But I was gonna ask you how do you feel about Secret Way, but I guess you kind of already answered that.
It's a fine channel.
Yeah.
Like everything's well researched. You don't cut as many corners as you probably could and still get away with. So I respect that, and you have a lot of funny shorts.
Yeah, the funny shorts are definitely courtesy of Vix. He's funnier
And you
than
have
me.
the craziest music selection for the shorts as well.
Bro, I love adding Creo. Creo is my favorite. I prefer to stick to having Creo as like a little format for us instead of these. I don't even know like 90% of the songs that Vix gets. I only know the Tyler the Creator one that every like Secret Way clone uses.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, you're a good channel. You definitely care, which is enough for me. It's easy to look at the channel and think, "Oh, this is just AI slop. They're just using Geometry Dash to make money." But like, I think you've proven yourselves.
yeah, we try. Mm. Appreciate the kind words very much because I do love this game a lot. And speaking of loving this game, I think I should probably ask a fan question finally. Um, what is your favorite game if it's not Geometry Dash?
Favorite game? That's very, very tricky. My first instinct, I'm very bad at the favorite questions, if you couldn't already tell. First instinct is just like the big indie games like Celeste, Hollow Knight, Cave Story, Terraria, Minecraft, kinda. All very, very good games. I think Celeste is phenomenal from a design perspective, but I don't want to be known as the guy who loves Celeste more than everything, even though it is a great game. Admittedly, I don't play it that much because once you beat it, you're done with it.
Mm-hmm.
It's either Celeste or Hollow Knight, honestly. They're not the games I play the most, but they're just so phenomenally made that I can't give it to anything else. The amount of love that went into those games, they're both really good for different reasons. But if I had to pick between Celeste and Hollow Knight, I might say Celeste by a tiny bit. Just because it's super gameplay first. And the community's made some insane stuff. Shout out to Smots Gaming.
Yeah, I see a lot of people playing Celeste when like I have.
It's a good game.
Yeah, especially like GD players. A lot of GD players play Celeste.
Yeah.
And I think it coincides with platformer. I feel like if you play platformer
Exactly,
a lot, I
yes.
feel like you could be good at Celeste.
For sure, 100%. It's basically the same skill set.
Yeah.
Just with a couple extra keys.
And speaking of skill sets, if I were to ask you to rank every game mode from like 1 to 9, because I'm gonna include the jetpack, because why not variety? We'll start from the bottom.
Let me write them down.
Yeah, we'll
Just write them.
We'll do every game mode, because this is a question out of all people I feel like would fit you the best.
Here, wait. I'm just gonna write them out. Cube, ship, ball, UFO, wave, robot, spider, swing, jetpack. Okay. I think when it comes to song representation, nothing can beat the Cube. Cube is really good, but Spider is also phenomenal. Spider is easily my number one, so that's going straight to the top.
Mm-hmm.
UFO, I'm gonna put that at the bottom because people are trash at making good gameplay for it. But it's also just a hard game mode to make gameplay for because it's a much more unresponsive version of the ship. You can easily tap and get sent too high up, and then there's nothing you can do to save yourself. Whereas it's a lot harder to do that with the ship. That being said, the UFO is really good in platformer mode. I'd rather have a UFO part in platformer than a jetpack. So I might actually put jetpack below UFO. Because there's so many jetpack parts in platformer where I'm like, oh, this would have been way more fun if it was UFO.
Yeah, jetpack.
Swing.
Jetpack's goofy.
Yeah, swing isn't great. For the most of it, I feel like most swing parts could be a ship part, and people often resort to indicators. I might actually move that pretty low as well. And then just a little polishing here.
Yeah, I don't swing.
All right, I think I have my order. I have my order. Number 1, Spider. Just an absolute joy to play. Spider parts are awesome. They're super snappy and responsive. It's basically the Spider is to ball what the Wave is to ship, if that makes any sense. Just a more responsive version with less physics to annoy you. So yeah, Spider first, then Cube, because I think it's the backbone of most levels. You'd be hard-pressed to find a level that doesn't use Cube because it's so good for flow. Followed by Ball for the exact same reason, just a spiced-up version of the Cube. Then Wave. Wave is fine. Sometimes Wave parts can be annoying. People kind of abuse it. But I think it's very, very responsive. There's no physics to get in your way. It's just pure skill, and that can be super cool. The problem is once the Wave gets really fast, you feel extremely out of control, much more than the ship.
Yeah.
And I'm not a fast wave enjoyer, but I'm very much a slow wave enjoyer. Slow wave is probably the most controlled game mode in the game, and fast wave is probably the least. It's a difficult one to master. Anyways, after wave is ship. Ship's fine. Then robot. I'm not crazy about the robot. Sometimes it's a lot of awkward gameplay there. Then UFO, because people suck at making gameplay for it. Then jetpack, because when people use the jetpack, it could probably be better as a UFO part. And then swing at the bottom, because whenever I play a swing part, it's either just indicators or I'm like, this could have been a ship part.
Yeah, no, swing. I think swing is probably a really common one to put at the bottom, but spider's based because a lot of people.
Spider's awesome. There's a couple good use cases for the swing. Like I think Dash uses them fine. That one part in WannaCry does a decent job with it. Same with like Cosmic Dolphin. But for the most of it, it doesn't add much to a level. I still play a lot of levels and feel like swing parts are only there because they're trying to shoehorn one in to be quirky.
Yeah. And I think my number 1 is robot. I don't know if that's weird.
I'm not the biggest robot enjoyer.
I don't know why I like it so much.
When you're going at a fast speed, it starts to get really awkward and tough to read. And it's hard to make gameplay for.
Yeah, I guess the only levels I think of when I think of robot is shardscapes and nullscapes and.
I like how X by Triaxis uses the robot. I think that's a great usage of it. And Deadlocked.
I like Deadlock's robot sections. I like the coin.
Deadlocked does everything very well.
I like the coins in Deadlocked.
Yeah.
I think they're really good. And
Me too.
this is a great way to pan over to my next question. The coins in the main levels. What is your favorite coin? And what is your least favorite coin? We'll count the spin-offs as well.
Okay, least favorite coin is easily the first coin in Knockem. I think that one's a disaster. RobTop could have fixed it, but he didn't. Runner-up would be like the third coin in Dash. Recently, Eric Van Wilderman did a video where he beat every RobTop level back-to-back in one sitting. He only went for 2 coins in the entire game. He went for the third coin of Theory 2, which is respectable, and the third coin of Dash. Because third coin of Dash, you are placed in a cutscene, and you have nothing better to do than get the coin.
Mhm.
It is just something to do while you wait for the cutscene. That is not a coin. That's an ADHD trap. And then what was that other coin that's really bad? Third coin of Can't Let Go sucks. Best coin. I really like the third coin of Knock'em. It had a massive redemption arc, and I respect that. Third coin of Deadlock's pretty good. Second coin of Finger Dash is really, really good. And the third coin of Finger Dash, to be fair. Finger Dash just has great coins all around.
Finger Dash does have good coins.
I'm not going to pick one, but those are definitely up there for the best ones. And the last coin is Stereo Madness, of course. It's iconic.
I think the first coin of Stereo Madness is pretty good as well, only because I feel like it's a great way to introduce the idea of secret coins.
When I first played Geometry Dash, I genuinely didn't know how to get that coin because I couldn't really see those walls yet. I don't know how.
The second, I think, I don't know, if I had to pick a favorite secret coin, least favorite would be the Can't Let Go one, the first one, because when I was younger,
First coin of Can't Let Go, the one where you just blindly fall.
Yeah, because I would always fall. It's the same thing with Drya. I would always fall.
Yeah, those coins suck. Hate those coins.
They were so obnoxious, and because I was young and dumb, I couldn't tell myself fall on the second platform, and I would just.
Well, the third coin of Can't Let Go is also a blind fall, but this time the recovery confuses you if you're on the normal path.
Oh yeah.
So, no respect for that.
But yeah, I don't know if I could pick a favorite coin either. Probably the first one, a Club Step, just because that's become the level.
I need to see Rob redeem himself with coins. Like, he stopped trying. All the tower coins sucked. Dash was embarrassing.
Why did Vix unmute?
What? Oh, hi Vix. Keep forgetting you're here.
I don't.
Anything you want to add? Guess not. Yeah, Rob really has to up his coin game. It's been pretty bad ever since Sub-Zero. I thought he'd get better with Dash, but all the Dash coins were added like literally a week before 2.2 came out. So all my faith has just been lost.
Yeah, the Dash coins suck.
The worst coin is the coins you get for beating Demon Pack. Whichever one has PG Club Step. I think it's 10.
The best coins are the coins we made along the way. Wait. I'm dumb.
Oops.
But I'll pan to another question that I've asked both Zoink and Vortex and probably every single person. Are you mentally healthy?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Oh.
I try my best to take care of myself. I speak up if something's bothering me. Things have been pretty good.
That's good. Yeah, there's been a interesting response by both. But was an interestingly concerning response by Zoink. A basic response by Vortex, which it was just kind of like, I have my days, and then you're just like, yeah.
I mean, there's things that stress me out, but I get through them.
Yeah.
My biggest issue is just sometimes I need to work on myself. I procrastinate a lot. I'm lazy. I sleep in too much. But those are all like very minor issues. If I ever do get unhappy, it usually blows over pretty quickly, and it's probably something small that I can move on from.
Yeah.
There's very little that keeps me down, and if there is, I try to do something about it.
That's good. This question is right next to the previous one, and I saw a bunch of people asking about this. So I kind of have this question. What is Vocaloid?
How much time do you have? There's a wonderful video by Rice that explains Vocaloid in like 3 minutes. He's like 1/3 of Flavorfully, one of my favorite groups. The TLDR is Vocaloid is essentially musical text to speech.
Oh.
It's not AI, even though some of them do use AI. Like there's Vocaloid is a brand name, kind of like how Oreo is a cookie.
Yeah.
Vocaloid is a vocal synthesizer, but there's also SynthV, which is the AI one, not like generative AI, just we use AI to make it sound good. Long story short, yeah, it's musical text to speech. You enter in the syllables you want it to say as well as the note that syllable is going to be, and you essentially do it like an instrument. So you type the syllables and the pitches, and then it connects them together and says words and sings them. And you can tune it in all sorts of different ways. You can clean up how it sounds. You can make it sound shouty or whispery. And you have to think of it like an instrument. Like Hatsune Miku is literally just an instrument.
Huh.
And for that reason, Miku is also not an artist. I like what Rice says in his video. He says that crediting a song to Miku is like crediting Moonlight Sonata to piano. There are still artists who use Miku to make their own songs. It's not like Miku just claims the songs, but if there's concerts or whatever, they'll just compile a bunch of the popular songs that use Miku and blah blah blah. But yeah, there's different voice banks. Miku is the most popular one. Then there's like she has her own group of friends, and there's SynthV, which is like Teto and all that stuff. And they all sound different. But I think one of the main reasons Vocaloid does so well is because it's so easy to jump from artist to artist. It's not like you get hooked on one single artist, because there's so many other ones that are essentially using the same voice that you're very inclined to go check them out as well, because there's a sense of familiarity there and community. And everyone just loves each other. It's a very great community. People make great songs.
Do you have a favorite
I
one?
don't like it for the robots singing as much as I like it for the fact that people just make phenomenal songs using Vocaloids, and they're very easy to discover.
Huh.
There are great songs that are Vocaloid. There are great songs that aren't.
Do you have a favorite one?
A favorite Vocaloid?
A
Or favorite song?
Favorite song.
Favorite Vocaloid song? That's, again, I suck with favorites. I definitely put like Butcher Vanity up there, or maybe Water the Roses, both of which are by Flavor Foley. I love that group. Yeah, one of those two. Probably Water the Roses. I think it's a really, really good song. Or like, or anything by Jamie Page, who Jamie Page is also part of Flavor Foley. Her music is phenomenal. She's 100% my favorite artist. Go stream Constant Companions Deluxe Edition. It'll change your life.
I mean, I saw quite a few people asking about Vocaloid in like.
I'm happy to answer any questions. That I'm sure the image you attached has nothing to do with it. By the way, I just need to clear things up. Those are not my plushies. This was at an anime con. They put that card there so you could take photos with it.
What about the hair and the costume that you were in?
That's Tsukasa Tenma from Project Sakai.
Is it yours?
Freaking love that guy. He's like the embodiment of he's like a theater kid turned up to 11. I love him so much.
Is he your costume?
Yeah.
Oh. Interesting.
Ohio. Love that guy.
Let's pick a random question. Are you ever going to continue GMD Tubular?
I'll have to take that up with him. I do believe he does have plans for some more videos.
It's an alter ego.
Can't say for certain, but rumor has it he wants to make some things. This is all alleged. I'm not GMD Tubular 9. I know very little about that guy.
Do you wish to collaborate with him?
Ugh, that'd be a dream. I don't know if we can make it work though. It's difficult to schedule. He's booked.
Yeah, I would love to. Vix made a short on him where he got the lowest heart rate.
Yeah.
And got like 2 million.
And the highest heart rate.
And the highest in the same video.
Yeah, he's really something else.
He was beating Tartarus. It was crazy.
He's sipping the Mountain Dew and the Subway cookies.
Yeah, that was wasn't that based off of the one like Mario speedrun that
the Badaboon fake Mario speedrun. But also it was based on It was actually, I don't know if you know Minecraft, the Mario speedrunner Cosmic. For April Fool's, Cosmic parodied the Badabun speedrun, where he did like an obviously fake Mario Bros run, but there were all these jokes, like one level it randomly switches to the TAS, one level his heart rate just keeps getting higher and higher, stuff like that. So I think there was a bit of inspiration from that video as well.
Huh.
Rumor has it the heart rate joke, it was unintentional that was lined up with when he took a sip of the soda. That's just when he chose to spike the heart rate, not realizing it was right next to the soda in the face cam.
Wait,
It's all alleged. All alleged.
did that actually happen in the video?
Yeah, he takes a sip of the soda and the heart rate goes up. But he told me that the heart rate could have happened whenever. It's a coincidence that it was right next to the soda part. But it makes for a great narrative. Don't you agree?
Mm-hmm.
And it just flatlines at the end.
Just remember, Mountain Dew will send your heart rate to 16,000 and then 0.
To be fair, in the original Badabun video, the number just alternates between like 82 and 85 for the entire video. Every 3 seconds, the number just changes between one of those. So funny.
Highly
Like, why did they feel the need to do that? You could just put a heart symbol on your stream overlay followed by any number and people will eat that up.
Yeah, we did an April Fool's heart rate thingy, and the heart rate monitor was just entirely not real. Like every single number.
I have a heart rate monitor. I've used it a couple times, but it hasn't made for anything very interesting. My heart's just always fast.
And I did ask you about your favorite Vocaloid song earlier, and we'll go back onto the topic of music. Is there a song you would like to see in a future main level?
A song for a future main level.
Yeah.
That is surprisingly tricky, especially because you say main level. Like, it would have to be something the community enjoys. I'm not just going to say, like, oh, let's make Fiend the next level, because I think there's going to be a lot of backlash for that. It has to be something that everyone collectively likes. And that's why my answer is OMFG, hello.
Yes.
Or like, imagine RobTop collabs with like another game and we get like an Undertale song. Just Shapes and Beats made it work. So
that would be cool.
It's not completely off the table. Definitely not like one specific song, but it's hard because like you can just pick whatever song you already want. It's not like you have to wait for RobTop to do it.
It's true. I mean, we already made Explorers, and
I guess Explorers. I want to see Explorers get finished, but he's gonna have to redo that from the ground up because it looks horrible in its current state.
yeah. I'm very curious about that level. I mean, rightfully so. The whole community is pretty curious about Explorers, especially considering what did the person who made a fan-made version, what did it get, Epic rated or something like that?
I don't even remember, but that's definitely not a RobTop styled level that fan made, but RobTop's gonna have to really lock in if he wants Explorers to be good, because it's in a horrible state right now, and he fixed nothing for that April Fool's joke. In fact, it's even worse. he like cheated with a bunch of the hitboxes.
April Fool's jokes.
I mean, that is Explorers. All the color channels are left in.
Mm-hmm. Does it like expose anything in the editor? Like if you were
Not really, just color channels.
Oh.
Yeah, back to the question. I think it would just be cool to see some collabs with indie games. Like any song by Toby Fox is awesome. The Rift of the Necrodancer and Crypt of the Necrodancer OSTs make for really good Geometry Dash levels. But no one seems to be ready for that conversation.
Maybe a future day.
As long as the song library expands, I don't think it matters.
Yeah. And I don't know. I definitely agree with Toby Fox. I mean, I listened to... Did I say Tony?
Tony Fox. Tony.
Did I say Tony? I meant to say Toby.
No, that's This is a spammed in sweepstakes memory. Every time someone says Toby Fox, I just start thinking about Tony.
Oh.
Tony, it's time for the wild prizes. Tony, we know you have the prizes. Tony.
I definitely.
Ladies and gentlemen, world famous composer Tony Fox.
I definitely think it would probably have to be someone who's like has made music similar to like DJ VI, DJ Nate.
Hey. We Bring the Boom by Big Justice and AJ. The Crew remix.
Bro, Forever Bound came back.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
That would, I mean, the song it wouldn't fit GD, but it is kind of cool. There's Azazel, Paragon X, and Forever Bound came back this year.
Yeah, there's some Newgrounds artists that I'm surprised don't have any main levels yet, like Envy, Paragon X9, just those kinds of people.
I would like to see a Paragon
the short
song.
end.
Paragon song would be good, especially like the
That also came back recently.
The Chaos songs would fit.
Yeah.
GD main level demon.
Well, there's one in the Impossible game.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's a
I
good
love
song.
that Forever Bound had no idea what he was getting into when he offered Stereo Madness to RobTop. Rob was just like, "Hey, I'm looking for some levels for my game. Anyone want to give me their songs?" And Forever Bound's just like, "Hey, I know this is a long shot, but is my song any good?" And he attaches Stereo Madness. This guy had no idea that everyone would start listening to piano covers of his song instead of the original.
Oh, and now I would say Stereo Madness is up there with like top 10 most popular songs in gaming.
Everyone knows Stereo Madness.
Everyone knows Stereo Madness, 100%.
Even if you don't think you do, you do.
You're like, what's Stereo Madness? You hear the jingle, and it's like, oh,
Ding, 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 ding,
yeah,
ding, ding.
everybody knows it.
It's very recognizable.
And speaking of main levels, I know I've asked you to rank 3 times now after this one. I promise this will be the last time I ask you to rank stuff. But if you could rank the main list demons in order of all the metrics you can think of.
When you say main list, do you mean like RobTop levels?
Yeah, or yeah. Wait, why did I type main list? The main demon, the main level demons.
Did someone in the comments ask for the main list?
I think
Isn't
they
that
may
like
have
50 levels.
I think
100.
Yeah, this is a fan question. They may have said main list, and I think I may have typed that.
I mean, is the main list top 50 or top 100? Either way, they're already ranked.
75.
Literally go to Pointer Crate. The levels are ranked already, and I know some of them, but I haven't seen most. I'll pull up Pointer Crate right now. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I only know Amethyst for the name, but I like it because Amethyst is my birthstone. Tidal Wave's pretty iconic. Nullscapes is cool. Every End I like. Silent Club Step. I love the dedication to complete that level. Slaughterhouse, cool. Menace is by Manny Heffley. Cosmos is by Cherry Team. I give it an F tier because they have to lock in and finish Silk Song. Whichever is the one that uses Fragile, that one I like because that's one of my favorite Vocaloid songs. And then I don't know, but best RobTop levels easily Deadlocked at number 1. Deadlocked absolutely sweeps. It is such a good level. And then like Club Step and Theory too. All of them are really good. I think Club Step has really good flow. Deadlocked is just a blast, and then Theory 2 is a good level, but it can't compare.
I think that's like that might be community consensus about Deadlocked or Club Step being the favorite, and then Theory is always like at the bottom because I remember Vorchox talked about this. There's like nobody that makes buffed remakes of
Theory 2 is good. It's just not groundbreaking at all.
Yeah.
It's a fine demon, but it doesn't bring much more to the table.
I would say the most it does that I can think of is like
misalign that one block.
The invisible ball section at like 60-50%.
Oh god.
That technique
that would lead up to like the worst section in all of Supersonic. Yep. That ball part is like the reason I don't want to beat Supersonic. That was Viperin who did that part, right?
Yeah.
I know I said Viperin's a good guy, but like 2.0 Viperin was out of his goddamn mind. I don't know if you've seen his map pack levels. I don't know if you've seen his collab parts. I don't know what this guy was doing.
I've seen quite a bit. He,
but it is
he was
not
on something.
okay.
He was
Like
on something.
that supersonic ball part. That really crosses a line, especially for something so late into the level.
Yeah.
Supersonic gets exponentially harder the further you go on with it, and that's why I don't want to beat it. Windy Landscape is the exact opposite.
Yeah, I saw you beat Windy Landscape.
Yeah, Windy Landscape gets easier as you go through it. The beginning is by far the hardest. Supersonic just kicks you in the nuts once you pass like 50-60%.
I don't know. The nice thing about the Supersonic Maze Ball is that it does sync really well with the song, which I like.
You'd hope.
No, it does. It does. I've done it. Like,
At least it has a reason to exist.
yeah. In my opinion, like, I don't know. I guess it
Hooray.
just clicks with me. I don't
It's
know.
passable.
It is passable.
I don't know.
It still sucks though. It sucks to learn. But once you got it, it's like engraved in your memory. But
Sure.
we'll go on to completely unrelated question because I actually wanted to ask this. 6 years ago, you made a video on AI writing videos for you, and now
I did, didn't
yeah,
I?
you did do that, and now the AI is.
I was so innocent. We were all laughing at how bad it was, how it could barely put a sentence together.
And nowadays it could be really good. Would you ever do a follow up on it?
The only reason I wouldn't is because everyone has already done it and better. Like if you look at how Doug uses AI, that is impossible to top. Plus, people complain about AI no matter what. I think there are some okay cases for AI, not like writing scripts and cheating on tests, but like there's AI that doesn't steal jobs.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's okay. That there's stuff that's actually advancing research. I know it's a very safe answer, but I think we should invest more in that AI and stop trying to like replace human creativity just because we can. It's stupid. But
Right.
if I did make an AI video, it would be laughing at how cringe it is and how like sanitized. It's like, what is up, guys? Today, welcome back to another wacky Geometry Dash video. Today we're going to be trying to like you know how YouTube gives like AI suggestions.
Yes.
For like we should when we were at VidCon, they were like really shoving that down people's throats. Like there was like a YouTube lounge for like, hey guys, do you want to play whack-a-mole except the moles are creative block and you're whacking it with our new AI brainstorming tool? And I'm just thinking like, where's the love? These guys, there is no sparkle in their eyes.
All money.
They're
no
also the entire YouTube lounge was like whack-a-mole for using AI. Why vertical streaming is the best thing ever, and you'll grow your audience, and like use our new merch tab. God, stepping into that room took several years off my life. I also wanted to do a video where I have like 30,000 unread GD messages, and I thought it'd be really funny to train an AI off of that.
Ooh.
But nowadays, I think there's too many concerns about, oh, you're training an AI off of other people's messages. That's not very nice. Like a couple years ago, nobody would be complaining about that, but I think now there's a couple more ethical concerns with that.
The 2023.
I don't want to be that guy.
The 2022, 2023. That'd be perfect. That's when the Will Smith spaghetti thing was going on.
Really?
Yeah.
I really wanted to do an AI messages video for a while, but I could never get it to work. It was never coherent. I'm sure it'd work now, but it's a little too late for that.
Yeah.
But I keep letting my messages pile up regardless.
Well,
I also have no way to download 30,000 messages without spamming Rob's servers. I'd have to directly ask RobTop to just send me a file with every message I've gotten so I don't have to spam his servers for it. And he'd probably be pretty reluctant to do that. Even though he's totally in a position to.
Oh yeah, 100%. But what do we know? He's stubborn.
Yeah.
He probably just wouldn't do it because he wouldn't want to. But how do you feel about the community in GD?
As far as AI goes, or just in general?
Just in general.
We're doing pretty well. The community is doing well enough that we can survive even without updates or anything. every now and then there's some weirdos, but we handled it pretty well. Some people start drama for no reason, and I wish we didn't, especially because there's so many things that could have been resolved privately instead of turning to Twitter and yelling like, guys, look at how bad this person is. Look at all the things this guy did to me. Like, there are cases where it's okay to speak up about that if it's like genuinely unforgivable. But a lot of the time it's just like, guys, I was in a private call with my friend and he used the wrong pronoun on me. Guys, kill him. And I'm like, if you were just in a private call on a server, could you have just like talked this out without like venting on Twitter?
Yeah, that would have nothing to do with GD.
It's like, I mean, it's human to want to like, it's human to want other people to side with you. So I understand wanting to turn to Twitter to complain about someone or something. I get that, but it's not right.
Yeah.
You shouldn't make a public outcry unless it will actually fix things and it will do something that you couldn't do from just resolving it privately.
Yeah, nobody ever does it in like a respectful manner either.
Yeah.
Which sucks.
Like if there's like genuine abuse going on and you think it'll be helpful if the public knows about it, by all means, go ahead, as long as you have like the facts. But when people are just like, oh, he said something back in like 2020, which technically counts as something that's against the law, I'm going to make sure everyone knows about it. Also is in a private Discord server that we said we'd never leak. Some people make pretty big stretches. Like that's what happened with Viperin. Definitely bothers me.
Yeah, wasn't it all just because he was associated, basically?
Yeah. Like I say all this, I don't want to discredit the people who like actually are victims of serious things. But the problem is when 99% of the cases are things that just don't matter, it puts a lot less attention on the people who actually do need that kind of help.
Yeah. And
for the most of it though, I like the community. They're very creative, they're very talented. I think we've got some of the craziest artists out there.
You're saying exactly what Vortrok said, and I think rightfully so.
Imagine like using Geometry Dash to express yourselves when you could have just like made an actual animation or drawing or something, but no, you do it in Geometry Dash. Mm-hmm. It's because we just have a cool ass game with cool ass tools, and if you get your level rated, it's thousands of people are immediately gonna see it. That's rare. Like if you make a video game, you really have to push for people to see your game. In Geometry Dash, it gets rated, and suddenly all eyes are on it.
Yeah. Is there a person in the community that you wish had more recognition? Like someone specific?
Go subscribe to Pewds. His videos are really funny.
What kind of videos does he do? Is it similar to yours?
Like, yeah, it's pretty similar to mine. It's a lot more like Scott the Woz inspired. You can definitely tell. Yeah, I kind of took a bit of inspiration from him when I wanted to make my video on the old GD fan games.
Yeah, I want to say I know.
It's all good.
Of who
he made the level Swagger, if you remember that one.
I don't think I do.
Also a very cool level.
You know, I want to say the name Pewds. Just
yeah, not like PewDiePie. Pewds.
I know.
PUE something.
Yeah.
The main reason his videos don't do so well is just because he doesn't market them very well. Like, he has a very consistent title and thumbnail format, and yeah, he's a very consistent title and thumbnail format that isn't great for the algorithm, but he does it for the sake of consistency.
Mm-hmm.
But he loves what he does, and I think that's cool.
And if you could swap lives with another GD YouTuber for a day, who would it be and why?
Will I have the responsibilities?
Nah, let's just say. Can
I just like spectator mode them?
Nah, you'll be them. You'll be them, and
I'd love to see what RobTop does in a day. I don't think anyone knows for sure. You can get all the juicy details, like how he actually rates levels and what he does on his servers. Like, this man's got like a whole 24 hours in his day, and he spends like 30 minutes rating levels. What else is going on? Is he spending time with his family? Is he sitting on a computer coding? Is he making like deals behind the scenes with big creators? I don't know. No one knows what RobTop is quite up to. But if RobTop's out of the question, maybe like EVW. I think he's just a very nice guy all around. But
Yeah.
if I had to control him for a day, I'd probably accidentally make things worse. There's a couple people / YouTubers who I want to see if they're just as sad in person as they are on social media.
Well,
and then maybe like, if I could just spectate someone, I just want to see a really talented GD creator sit down and work. Mind you, I could probably just ask them to screen share at some point.
yeah, they probably
I don't have to
would.
swap lives with them to do that.
If
Are like Freaky Fridaying here? Like, do they have to deal with me? They're gonna be very underwhelmed. I don't do much.
Yeah, if you were EUW for a day, you'd have to take care of a kid.
Yeah. Life swap with Vortrox. Basically, nothing changes. Yeah, I got to meet Vortrox at VidCon, and it was just funny because like that entire time we just kind of had like sibling energy.
Yeah,
we're totally on the same wavelength.
Yeah, I saw a short. First thing, King Samalot. I like fried chicken. Yikes. I like my dog.
He said that on his own. We just said, okay, King Samalot, just like say I like and then whatever you want. Camera goes on. King Samalot turns right to the camera. I like fried chicken. And we're all just like, you could have picked literally any noun. Anything. And you said fried chicken? This does not help.
And everyone in the comments is like, oh, Vortrox, I can't believe you said that.
I love it. I love Vortrox. He's so silly. Like, get it? He's exactly how I hoped he would be in person.
He's the same. It's funny.
Yeah, we went to round 1. We played some rhythm games together. They had like a DDR pad that had the Tidal Wave song.
What the hell? Did they have like more than just a Tidal Wave song?
Oh, they had like a huge selection of song. It just also had like Shiawais, or however you pronounce it.
Something like that. I don't know. Shawasi. I don't know.
And then a lot of the rhythm games there had like Toho songs. So I'd play them, and then Vortrox would be like, "Wait, I've heard this song in Geometry Dash before. That's the Lunatic Doom Machine song." And I'm like, "No, that is Help Me, Aaron."
He is such a GD player. That's the GD song. It's just not even from Geometry Dash. It's in it, but it's not from it.
No, it's I mean, Lunatic Doom Machine is a remix of whatever Help Me, Aaron is also a remix of. I forget the name.
I don't know any of this.
The long story.
Oh. Well, I think I'm gonna go back on asking you about like plans for your channel. Like, is there anything, like any upcoming projects that we may not know of that you're planning, or any ideas?
Not in the slightest. I plan like
Sweet.
one video ahead at most, and I just do whatever I feel like doing. If you asked a while ago, I guess there was the April Fool's project, which was probably the biggest thing I've ever done on my channel. But now I'm just cruising. I haven't really thought of what video I'm gonna do next, but after that, I'll work on that, and then rinse and repeat.
I might know the answer to this next one then. But have you ever planned on doing another ranking every Mythics level, or every Mythic levels video?
I thought about it. But it's very unlikely now that there's so many more Mythic levels. I think that was kind of a one and done thing for the first 10 Mythics. Like, so many of the Mythics are just like Space Gauntlet entries now. So that's going to be a majority of the video. Some of them I just don't have very strong opinions for, and I don't want to pretend that I do.
That was also.
There's not much I have to say about most of the Mythics now compared to the first couple of ones. Now that the bar's been set, I'm kind of used to it.
Yeah, there's 25 now.
But like, GD Gangster Rap's cool.
That was 8 months ago when you made that video, and there's been 15 Mythic levels ever since.
Oh my god. 2 or 3 a year, said no one ever. I'm sure I'd have a lot to say about GD Gangster Rap, just because that level, not only was I like singing in it, but I actually got to watch the entire thing get made from start to end. EVW and King Samalot weren't really following the actual production of the level, but I was watching everyone like a hawk, giving my own ideas for them, saying like, oh, this part looks really cool. Maybe we should try this. I helped with the layout. I helped with playtesting. I was so involved in watching them build the level. It was my first time seeing a proper collab get hosted and built from start to end. And it was super cool. Like Leah did a very good job hosting it. She was very nice to everyone. I got to meet with her in person, which was awesome.
Sick.
And it was really cool. All the creators did a wonderful job. I would pitch all these crazy ideas. I would ask them to sneak certain jokes in the level, and they would. It was awesome. It came together so nicely.
Yes, honestly.
And Boom Kitty was very nice too.
Yeah.
I probably re-recorded my lines like 3 or 4 times until I sounded okay.
Yeah, that's probably gonna be my favorite April Fool's thingy.
This year was insane for April Fools. Like my video
Yeah.
was so much work. GeoBlitzy's a geometry GeoBlitzy made the song a geometry's dash, not a geometry dash,
that.
and it is. I still think about that song nonstop. I voted for it for GD Awards during like the midterms or whatever. I think is probably one of the funniest, most replayable GD videos to come in the past couple of years. I don't know how anything can top it. I was howling the entire time.
What's your favorite April Fool's video that you've made? I would imagine.
Oh, definitely the Tower Secret ending. For the amount of work that went into it, like I not only did I have to like work with really good creators, but I also had to like organize it and check in on everyone and make sure things were going according to plan. Like it was entirely up to me to make sure everything was done on time, because like I had to build layouts before I could pass them off to other people. We would have meetings every now and then, and it was so satisfying watching everything come together. It's an idea I wanted to do last year actually, but it felt completely impossible, way too ambitious. And then I was thinking, I was like, wait a minute, this next April Fool's is going to be my 10th. It's going to be my 10th one. If I formed a team and found the right people, we could 100% do this. And I was right.
You've done 10?
Yeah, that's my 10th April Fool's video.
Huh. Are there more on like your other channels?
No, I've just been on YouTube for 10 years.
I was gonna say,
Runner-up is GD Copies 5.5. It's not a GD Copies video, but it's just me compiling the funniest comments I've gotten on my channel. It's a good watch.
And I was gonna say I only found 6 when I tried looking, unless I'm blind.
There's a playlist on my channel with all of them.
Okay.
I also really like the one where I'm just like reviewing demon levels, but it's people's drawings of them. That was a really, really funny one. I don't think the GD artist community gets nearly enough love. Like they're so overlooked. We have some crazy artists in this community. Granted, they don't touch the level editor, they just draw traditionally. But there's some insane artists in this community.
Yeah.
Like the whole draw levels as people group.
Yeah, that
not like NSFW.
No, I know.
For every NSFW drawing you see, there are like 99 that are completely normal.
I know.
I think that's the reason people don't like the community that much. They think, oh, it's just all these people drawing levels as hot women. And maybe some of them do, but like the vast majority are just making the most banger character designs you've ever seen.
Well, wasn't that whole started from dare I say their name, Amor Ultra?
Definitely not. This is just something that every community does. There's no individual who started it. Maybe there's some people who pitch specific designs for levels and everyone builds off of that. But for the most of it, it's just artists. What the? Oh no, my recording cut off.
Aw.
Oh no.
That's okay.
Okay, well, I'm going to start it again. Where did it get cut off at? Oh no, it got cut off at the part we were talking about coins. That's a lot.
Well, that was a long time ago.
Oh wait.
That's okay.
Is it really just lost? Okay, well, I guess my audio quality is going to be bad for a part of the video, but we should be back now.
No, I
I don't know how that happened. I'm going to put Audacity on the other monitor to make sure it doesn't happen again. That sucks. Wow.
I don't know. It's all fine. I can worry about it in Premiere.
Yeah, I sound pretty bad on your end, don't I?
I mean, it sounds
like I'm
fine.
underwater.
No.
Okay, well, I sound better now.
It sounds. I mean, I want to say it sounds similar to Zoink's mic quality, which it wasn't too bad.
We're good. We're good. Everything's fine.
All right. But I guess I'll pan on to another question. This one I asked Vorchox. I think this is a really good question. If GD got deleted, would you continue doing content on another game?
Define deleted, like it
Just
vanished,
gone,
you're
just-
not allowed to play it anymore?
Yeah.
Or like it never existed at all?
If it vanished, if RobTop just deleted it one day.
Is it like still in our memory? Do we
Yeah.
know Geometry
Yeah.
Dash existed?
Yeah.
Wow, we would still have older copies of the game. We have massive archives with like
But,
every
like-
version of Geometry Dash.
But let's say hypothetical, it's impossible to play any other archived game and it's all just gone.
I don't know. We make our own we make a new Geometry Dash. Okay, jokes aside, I'd probably find a way. It would be difficult. I'd probably upload pretty infrequently, but I'd find some other videos I'd find some other games to talk about, like indie games in general, reviewing specific ones, maybe touching on some Nintendo games if I'm really feeling it, but I don't think I'm going to go down that path. Definitely not like Minecraft, just because it's so oversaturated. It would be something that doesn't already exist. You can't really get that with Minecraft as easily.
Yeah, that's surprising. Minecraft's technically an indie game.
Maybe I'd become like a Minecraft
Start.
speedrunner and make videos on that kind of stuff.
You eat a pizza, eat a cookie, drink some Mountain Dew.
Yeah,
Have a
Minecraft
hard time.
speedrunning community is awesome.
They are pretty awesome. It got awesome after Rec Rap started joining it, and
Shout out Xylonox.
Xylonox too, and then freaking
Feinberg's the goat though.
Feinberg. But the whole everything with Dream and then Illumina, that's all I can really think of.
I'm Feinberg. 18-year-old Minecraft speedrunner from Chicago, Illinois.
He's from Chicago?
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know. I swear to God, I saw something that said he was from like the eastern coast of America. I don't know why. That's why that kind of caught me off guard. But
So pissed about the audio, man.
no, you're good. Like I
If
said,
only I checked.
We'll just take care of, or I'll just
Fix it
take
in
care of
post.
that.
Fix it in post.
Yeah, we'll fix it in post. This is not too.
If
big
they
of a
watch
deal.
that far into the video, then they're in it for the long haul already.
That is true.
Hey guys, how you doing? Enjoying it so far?
No, you suck. We hate Secret Way.
Thanks, dumb. Really appreciate it.
Oh yeah, that's right. My name's Dumb. But,
Hey, one of the rules of comedy, you have to make callbacks to things.
if you had control, like if you, I'll just ask it like this: if you were RobTop taking care of Geometry Dash for 24 hours, what would you do? Like your actions will permanently change the game.
I have a very simple answer for this. I came fully prepared for this question. I say this to everybody. Remove the F block. That is the worst thing RobTop has ever added to the game. It's that one block where when the player touches the ceiling, it flips their gravity. Actually, one of the worst things he's ever added to the game. I just removed that right away, and then I changed all the other letter blocks to have unique textures instead of just being freaking letters for some reason. I'd probably just throw in as many QOL changes to Geometry Dash as possible by just stealing them from the public mods on Geo that have their code public. And then maybe I'd snoop around and see how he does all his server stuff. Maybe I'd make his servers a little better with like a better API, adding proper dates to levels in post so you can see the exact date they were made. There's a lot of stuff RobTop could do, but he doesn't because he's lazy. Like the fact that all songs say that there's 0 megabytes if there's more than one asset in them.
Yeah, that's silly.
But yeah, my genuine answer is I would just do all the small QOL stuff that RobTop doesn't want to do for some reason.
I mean,
and remove the F block.
Technically, in his mind, I feel like he probably doesn't have to. I mean,
well, I do.
It seems like a.
If I can, I will.
It seems like something that GD Cologne would only worry about.
Rob, hire me. Hire me. I'd do it for you. There's so many people in the community who would do it for you.
That's true. But have you ever realized like your actual influence on this community? Like how you like
I
you
think it
like
I
you
think it
have
hit me with the GD Awards when I won that, and I was like, "Oh my God, like that many people care about what I do." Or like I can make a joke and I'll actually see the community talking about it, like with the Dash Spider, for example.
yeah.
I feel like when I do influence the community, it's in very silly, harmless ways. Like, I don't want to say Generation Retro was like harmful. I think most people knew that it was a joke, but I probably could have been a little more clear with it. Uh, Everyone already hated the level anyways, I'm not gonna lie. People get mad at me for that video. I still think it's one of the funniest videos on my channel. So
He's like, did you actually like unironically think Generation Retro is the worst level at any point in time?
no, it's just bad because RobTop decided to put it in a gauntlet. It's more of a fault of RobTop than it is the actual creator. I would love for him to make a sequel to that level. That would make for a great video. Uh, yeah, that and like the Dash Spider stuff. Now I try to be a lot more positive in my videos or just fair and
Yeah.
reasonable. Like in my latest video about GD fan games, I feel like a couple years ago I would have just went into every video trash every game trashing on how bad it was. But now I go in with a very, very open attitude, discussing the pros, the cons, what I think they could have been better.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, like I think game design is really cool, and if these people are already so close, I might as well tell them what they're missing and how they can improve. Instead
Yeah.
of just saying, "Hey guys, today we're gonna laugh at these awful GD fan games that think they're RobTop but they're not." I'd call the video "GD fan games are terrible," with "terrible" being in all caps, and you see the thumbnail is like GD Razor Leaf with like an arrow pointing to it and it says WTF in big letters. No,
Yeah.
it's just old GD fan games, and I'm very valid with it.
Yeah.
And I
Still.
think the community needs more of that. I know hating on stuff does well and it can be funny, but I only do that with RobTop now because these are actual creations from people in the community who just wanted to make something cool.
Yeah.
Rob has more of a responsibility. These creators owe nothing. They're just doing it because they can.
Yeah. I still gotta watch. I think there's one of your fan game videos. I still gotta watch.
Yeah,
I
it like
actually
just
don't know
came
which
out
one.
a couple days ago.
Yeah, I think it's that one.
It's a good one.
What is your favorite fan game?
Oh, I want to say Odyssey. Odyssey has some really good levels in there, and the amount of modding they did is super, super cool. I was very blown away by it. But Deeper Space also has some pretty good levels.
I've heard about Odyssey. I haven't heard.
It's going to take a lot to top Odyssey. It was one hell of a project.
And that was all like the fact that all that was not by RobTop is fucking insane.
The UI and menus for Odyssey is unlike anything I've ever seen before. It's so cool.
Yeah, I definitely got to check it out. I should probably play it after this. So I would like to experience that. But what's a mechanic or a feature you would add to the game other than what you said you would already like? Is there like a specific thing you would add to Geometry Dash instead of like removing anything?
WhatsApp portal. I would add WhatsApp portal.
He has a WhatsApp.
Audio cut out again. Oh, it's because the wire on my mic is really shitty. Here, I can restart it again. And we're back.
He's perfectly fine, but
I don't
RobTop
know why it
has
stops the recording instead of just WhatsApp portal.
he has a WhatsApp.
I don't know, just WhatsApp portal. I think we're pretty good on game modes. I don't see the need to add any more. Maybe just more visible portals. Like, it's weird that rotating direction and arrow triggers and stuff like that don't have a portal when they definitely should. RobTop's kind of moved towards just making everything a trigger now
Yeah.
when they should be objects, but whatever. I think the community can already make whatever they want. If I had to pick one mechanic, though, I'd add the down key to platformer mode. That would do so much.
The
Just
down
having an
key.
extra, just having an extra like generic interact button that you can use for platformer would open up so many opportunities without having to resort to really dumb control schemes.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd love that.
Down arrow. Well, huh. I don't even like. I don't even think I could comprehend how a down arrow would work, if I'm gonna be honest.
Well, you have a keyboard. You can move left, right, and up. The down button would not do anything by default. It's entirely up for the play. It's entirely up for the creator to program what it does.
Mm.
So if they want, they can make it an attack button. They can make it a talk button. You can use it to enter doors.
Oh,
you could use it to
okay.
like fire a bullet.
That makes
You can make
sense.
it. You can make it fall through platforms, or you can make like an RPG where you can move in 4 directions. Previously, you had to use the worst controls known to man for that.
That would be cool.
Like people try to make Just Shapes and Beats recreations, but they're like borderline unplayable.
Yeah, if the down arrow was added like the way you said, where you could do an RPG, I feel like the first thing the community would try to do is recreate Master Game.
Master Game was already made in Geometry Dash.
Well, yeah, but I feel like they would try to recreate it again, or at least I feel like people would want it polished, because I know
I disagree. I think the charm of Master Game comes from when it was made.
I don't know. I hate Master Game.
It's like that's like saying, "Oh, we should remaster Super Mario Brothers with like 4K ray tracing graphics."
Well, in GD they did, not with the graphics part, but they made it.
So retro, Super Mario Bros, but it has like stupid sound design and stuff. I don't know. Some things are just like products of their time.
I guess. I mean, a Master Game was ahead of its time. Serpun just, I don't know, bro.
Yeah.
Serpun was like the funny game of late 2.0, early 2.1. I mean, I guess
see your point. I wouldn't compare them, but I do see where it's coming from.
Yeah, they're definitely not comparable. I think funny game is more influential and better, but Serpun is still my goat. But back onto like platformers and shit. Do you prefer a classic or platformer, and why?
Depends on what I'm in the mood for. Classic, if I just feel like pulling up Geometry Dash and playing some levels to pass the time. Platformer, if I'm like watching YouTube and want something to keep me entertained, or I just want to like play a generic game without much preference. Platform mode is very much like going to coolmathgames.com and just picking a random game and playing through it. It's that kind of vibe. Sometimes you just want to play a random game, and thanks to platformer mode, there is no shortage of them now, and I'm happy to play through all of them. I'm like top 600 in Moons.
Damn. I know the number one dude. I think what is his name? Split 72. Oh no, that's the number one creator.
Who's number one? Is it like
Lutz one
before I check for myself? Is it like?
I think it's Lutz 127.
Is it Kitsune? No, it's Dashing. Who else is up here? Anyone I know?
I don't know.
Oh, there's Newbot. Newbot's 37. That's the one I was thinking of. Smithy's up there as well, naturally.
Yeah, Smithy.
It's not Kitsune. It's like Kitsuen. Yeah, that's number 70. I don't know how you pronounce it. Kitsune, Kitsuen. I'm just gonna say Kitsune because that's my territory.
I don't know. I haven't learned about these rankings in forever. It's been a while since I've looked at them. But I just remember Lutz 127 was the number one moon, quote unquote moon grinder, if that's what you want to call it, at a point in time.
Sure.
But I'll just go to this question. Actually, this was a pretty good question when I read it. But how did you feel when your level got rated legendary?
I
That's
was
what.
out for dinner with friends, and they were telling me like, Craig, you got to stop looking at your phone. And I'm like, Rob is rating my levels as we speak. I don't think you realize how big of a deal this is. Like after April Fools, Rob told me like, dude, these levels were really really good. I can't wait to play them for myself. I gave it a couple days before uploading. One, because we needed to polish them up,
Hmm.
especially the last level, and two, because like I wanted to let my video sit before anyone started doing showcases and stuff like that. I think that was 100% the right call.
Yeah.
I eventually got them uploaded. I was thinking in the back of my head, like, RobTop hasn't changed the weekly platformer sorry, not weekly, just every month or so, RobTop rotates the platformer levels you can play on GD Lite. And I was thinking, like, Rob hasn't actually changed the light levels in a while. Maybe he'll put mine in there. And so all of mine get rated. I originally thought the tower would only get rated because it's just a copy of his level. Then the other two would get featured, and then Hollow would get epic.
Yeah.
Nope, it was featured, legendary. Tower definitely should have been featured, but shouldn't have been featured, but I'll take it. And the legendary, I do not mind. I don't think the level on its own stands as legendary, far from it, but I think it's RobTop's commentary on the entire project as a whole. And I 100% agree that if you factor in the entire project and all the effort it took and the gameplay and the layouts, I think that's more than legendary if you combine the entire project together.
Yeah.
So giving that to the last level is a very good call.
Sweet.
If you don't have that context, though, you might think it's a stupid decision, but with the
Yeah.
context.
Yeah. I briefly ran through the level for a little bit, and I'm like, what? Like this has to
Yeah.
be like a
I
20
mean,
minute long story for it to be
it
legendary.
was a great project. Yeah, RobTop really liked it, not only just because it was a cool idea, but more because the gameplay itself was really good. And not to pat myself on the back, but I did handle most of the layouts. I would kind of I would make the layout and then pass it off to someone else, and they'd clean it up. And while they're doing that, I'd immediately start on the next layout because I need to keep people busy for as long as possible. So because we had very little time for downtime.
Yeah.
I'm glad I got legendary though. That caught me off guard so much, and I wasn't really celebrating because I was too busy eating with my friends.
Yeah. I would not have been.
I was just at a restaurant and really good tacos. I'd go back there.
Imagine making a scene. Why are you being so loud? Rob top rated my level. I would so do that.
Yeah, the good ass feeling. I remember when the first time I got a rate, I was like running around the schoolyard freaking out.
Yeah, what was it? The game that RobTop made.
Yeah. Which it's so funny because someone recreated RobTop's Newgrounds game bounce ball thinking thingy 1-to-1, like an exact recreation of the game, and all of the comments are just talking about how awful the level is. And I'm just sitting there thinking, guys, you're not harassing the creator when you say these things. You're harassing RobTop. Everything you're saying about this level is a decision that RobTop made, not the creator.
Oh man.
Poor Rob.
Well, that's what he gets for making poof art games.
Mind you, there are things that the creator probably could have fixed to be less annoying. But you know what? I guess they wanted to be faithful.
Yeah. I mean, it was probably. I remember me and Vix looked this up. I don't remember when Bounce Ball thingy was made, but I know like at the time.
Google.com, bounce ball thingy, June 6, 2010.
2010. That's right. And
Amazing. Wonderhoy. There's your answer.
appreciate it. But yeah, I'm not gonna open Google while we're doing this. But
I sure as hell will.
I like I can't imagine the optimization was in his mind at all when he was making bounce ball thingy.
Yeah.
Cause like is the game playable?
It's
Still?
fine.
Like I remember watching someone play it and they were just like raging the whole
Just
time.
get like a flash emulator. It's a fine. It's like takes like 2 minutes to finish.
Huh.
Then ask, I'm gonna go play bounce ball thingy right now.
Well, we are at after hour questions now. So
Oh boy.
some of these questions might get a little interesting. There's only a couple left, so.
Hold on. I'm gonna get OBS running while I play through Bounce Ball Thingy. All right, ask me my questions while I'm playing Bounce Ball Thingy.
All right, probably the most tame one. If your GD cube had lore, what would it be? Like a brief
Cube or character? Because my
Cube.
character does have lore.
The
But
cube. The cube itself.
the cube itself, I probably couldn't come up with something on the fly. It's taken me like 5 years to come up with lore for my own character. Okay, now that I'm playing Bounce Ball Thingy, by the way, I think the creator did actually make this part way harder than it was in the original.
Oh.
Because in the recreation, it took me like 5 minutes. In RobTop's version, I did it like first try. So maybe the complaints were justified. Lore for the GD icon now. Maybe he woke up and there's a bunch of demons trying to kill him. Except he doesn't really want to fight back. He'd rather just procrastinate and do other stuff like party and go to arcades and stuff. And he knows he's supposed to be fighting demons and saving the world. But he just kind of takes it slow and procrastinates and does his own thing.
Do you want to just like explain the lore of your
All right, I beat Bounce Ball Thingy.
What the
Time.
What the hell? I looked at the OBS time. You opened it at 1:35 and now it's 1:37.
Yeah. It's not a very long level.
You were on the spot.
And I was coming up with lore for Colon while I was at it. Well, Colon the icon, not Colon the fox. You have to
honestly,
pry the Colon lore out of my cold hands.
honestly, I'll ask about that as well. What is the lore of your character?
That's my 7 heart event. That's my 7 heart event. You have to suck up to me more to get that. He's a fox. He's silly. He's a kitsune.
So that's what it's called? A kitsune?
Yeah, the 9-tailed fox, kitsune.
All right. Second to last question. What's the weirdest fan interaction you've had?
I think there's one. I think I could classify this as weirdest. It wasn't really weird, but I made it weird because I could. I think this was back in like 2019, 2020. I got an email from a fan that was like, "Hey, I really love your videos, and I was just wondering if when I get a PC, could we play Minecraft together and we could like start an SMP and we could fight the Ender Dragon and we'd do PvP with each other and we could fight the Wither and we'll build a base and a beacon." He's just going on and on about all the things he would do if we could play Minecraft together when he finally gets his own PC.
Yeah.
And then I didn't reply to the email. I just thought it was cute. And then 30 minutes later, he follows up the email with like, "By the way, it'll be in 2025. And this is back in like 2019. So I put the date into my calendar. And a couple months ago, I actually replied to the email and said like, "Hey, what's up? It's 2025 now. You still want to play Minecraft?" And he was like, "How the hell did you remember about this email?" Anyways, I'm not so into Minecraft anymore, but like if you want to hop on Globe together or something, we could do that. And we haven't done anything together yet, but we are friends on Discord now, so maybe we'll do something.
That is awesome.
I haven't forgotten though. I never do. He was practically asking for it.
That is hilarious.
I think he was like super embarrassed as well though. Because we've all sent those kind of cringe emails when we're younger.
Oh yeah.
And you don't think they're gonna get back to you like half a decade later.
Yeah, no,
When you're grown up.
I would be shocked. Because then you'd have to like
Exactly why I did it.
You'd have to be confronted with like, I imagine like 12 to 13-year-old you as an adult.
I hate 12 to 13-year-old me, even though he's the reason I am where I am now. Runner up for a fan interaction though is there was, I don't know if you remember my GD level Beautiful Night. It's a really, really old one. Originally that level was going to be a collab. I I made a video called like my unfinished GD levels. This was when I had like 100 subscribers, where I just showed a bunch of levels I never finished.
Mm-hmm.
Someone commented like, "Wow, Beautiful Night looks really cool. Do you want to collab and finish it?" And I was like, "Sure." So I think we talked over like a YouTube chat back when that still existed, and I passed the level to him. His name was like Nico Roblox, and I'm gonna be honest, his part fucking sucked. It was really, really bad. So I just ghosted him, and suddenly he's like crashing out and swearing and yelling at me and telling everyone in the comments that I'm an awful human being. So I just blocked him and moved on with my life, but every time I'd see the name Nico Roblox, I would like tremble inside. Fast forward to a couple months ago, Reddit post from someone saying, "Fun fact, I was supposed to do a collab with Colin, but he ghosted me by you/Nico Roblox." And I'm like, oh my god, this guy hasn't forgotten. But I replied to the thread on Reddit. He was super chill about it. We've obviously both grown up. It was more of just like a thing we could laugh at.
What the hell?
But I completely forgot about any of that until he made that Reddit post. Shout out Nico Roblox. Or no, what happened was I didn't know what he was talking about. So I replied, it's like, "Do you remember what the level was? Like, do you remember what level we collabed on? This doesn't ring a bell to me at all." And he's like, "Oh, I think it was some purple level. My username back then was Nico Roblox." And I read that, and like internally everything just froze. I'm like, it's that guy.
Oh my god.
So I just replied, "Yeah, I ghosted you because your part was terrible." And I got so many upvotes.
What the hell? That's funny. What the
I haven't really gotten any weirdos.
I wish I could have
thankfully.
interactions like that. Ain't nobody remembers me.
You just gotta try.
No, I'm not
Like
consistent.
the whole by the way, it'll be in 2025 thing is just because I thought it'd be funny, so I did it. There's always small opportunities like that to mess with your fans.
Yeah, no, low key.
Don't do anything mean, but
oh well, obviously, I mean, the fans are the most important part of doing YouTube. But I think it's just my fault that I would always change my username back then. It's like I would never have one solidified username until like 2021.
oh,
So
that wouldn't help.
yeah, what the fuck is going on? Anyways, well, as I said earlier, that was the second to last question. Now we are on the final question. And
Why do I have a feeling I know exactly what this question is going to be?
You know exactly what this question is going to be, because I could not think of anything else that'd be fitting, and a lot of people asked this. A surprising amount of people asked this.
The answer is no.
Well, I can edit that after I ask the question. GD Cologne.
Everyone knows what it is already.
Are you a furry?
No. No! Jesus Christ! Look, I have nothing against furries. I have many friends who are furries. I think most furries are cool. Some can be a little weird, but the vast majority are just awesome people who like a certain thing, and I'd never hold that against them. Me personally, I don't see myself like that, so I'm not a furry. I have a furry-ish character, at the very least, but it's not like a full-on anthropomorphic animal. It's just a human with a couple of animal parts, so that barely counts. Definitely doesn't cross the line for furry for me. And even if it was, I could technically still say I'm not a furry personally, even though it is a furry character. I don't know. It's a whole thing. To me, it's more just something you identify as. It's a community. And you know what? More power to the people who are one.
Well,
that being said, I do have nothing against the furry joke. I think it's a great inside joke for the channel. The vast majority of people who make the furry jokes know that I'm not one, and they're just doing it to tease because they know I can take it, and I can. I think it's a great inside joke to have for the channel. So I'm happy to play into the furry thing a bit.
The answer to that question determined
It's
whether
it's like how people call EVW bald, not Vald.
I mean, he kind of is.
Like EVW has the bald joke. Vortrox has the gullible joke.
The
I
gullible
have the
joke is
furry
hilarious.
joke.
Um,
That's all it is. It's an inside joke.
but
Have you ever had a meaningful connection with a woman? Asks Vixios.
no, that
God,
has-
That was a
wish.
comment, bro. What?
yeah, metal face. Look, it's metal face.
I mean, define meaningful, like a relationship. I never had a relationship, but there's like
Okay, well, for everybody listening, this is just some Vic sent in chat. But that question determined whether it the answer to that question determined whether it was the last question or the second to last question. So technically now this is the final question.
Uh-oh.
Why are you lying?
What?
Why are you lying?
I'm not. Like I said, I'm not a furry, but I think the jokes are okay.
Why are we
I think
lying?
they're funny. I have nothing against it.
Why are we lying?
Why are you lying? Yeah, you're lying.
All right, I'll stop.